Coach Schumann here with Coach Centrella talking about the defensive ends. I'm going to cover the first two guys on the strong side defensive ends for a class of 2011. Coach Centrella will cover the weak side defensive ends. Both of these top two guys are absolutely game changers at the next level. And we're going to start off right away with the #1 player in the country on everybody's list, Jadevon Clowney. He's from Rock Hill, South Carolina, goes to South Point. On every clip that we have seen, he makes big plays.
Man amongst boys.
He is. He's a man amongst boys. Whether it's on the defensive side of the ball, whether he's playing fullback in their option game, I mean, he just makes people look silly. Play after play is a highlight. If you wanted to envision and imagine what you want your highlight film to look like as a player, just pop in Jadevon Clowney. Every play is a highlight.
It's almost as though he knows the snap count. He's in the backfield more than any defensive end you'll see in the country.
No one's close to him.
He's simply electric.
Electric.
He could start at any SEC school probably right now.
And I can tell you this: if he got in a college lifting program, he could probably be an NFL player within a year. I mean, really, he's that good. His upside potential is limitless, and hopefully there's no injuries in play for him, because if he could stay healthy, he will go to the NFL one day, and that is the one guy that we've seen from every one of the players that you could argue, you could say that right away. That's an NFL player. That's our #1 guy at strong side defensive end. Our #2 guy at the strong side defensive end is Stephon Tuitt. Stephon Tuitt at 6'5", 260 pounds, is going to Notre Dame. He's out of the state of Georgia. He has a great explosion. He chases the ball down from sideline to sideline. Many times we saw him start to play on one side of the ball, chase a guy down to the other side, both on run and pass plays to make plays. He has a great strength as well in power. He's going to be a guy that can stop the run, and he's going to be a guy that can, on the front side, especially the strong side, go after the quarterback and be a dominating presence when he gets that long wingspan up to knock down footballs.
On to the weak side. My two guys, we have Ishaq Williams, who's also going to Notre Dame. Notre Dame seems to be taking the approach of the New York Giants, where they're stacking up their defensive ends with Stephon Tuitt on one side, Ishaq Williams on the other side of the ball. And then we also have Xzavier Dickson. He's from Georgia. He's been an award winner at our Atlanta Combines as well as our Ultimate 100. Both these guys are tremendous athletes. They scrape to the heels, as Ron Hannessy would say.
Yeah, that's right.
They find the ball. They're excellent athletes, excellent wingspan. They're long, they're lanky, they're fast off the edge. They both have performed very well on the high school level on the offensive side of the ball as well, showing how good of athletes they are. So they're going to be great assets to Notre Dame as well as Alabama, where Xzavier Dickson is attending next season.
And one of the interesting things about them when you see them play the other side of the ball on offense, Xzavier Dickson and Ishaq are unbelievable. At receiver for Xzavier Dickson, Ishaq, wherever he lined up, where he lines up receiver, lines up at tight end, their skills are unbelievable. And
ball skills.
Ball skills are fantastic. And I'll tell you, one of the things that you see at defensive end position on all four of these defensive ends, 25 years ago, these guys would have been basketball players, power forwards, and trying to get themselves into the NBA. Now those guys know that the big money and the big opportunities is at defensive end, and that's where they're playing.